Good morning. We are going to see what the collective needs to hear today. If you are new here, I am Sue Pickering, Soul Works by Sue Pickering. I am a psychic. I'm a certified soul coaching practitioner. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel to get all updates when I post. Okay, what do we have today? Destiny and Trailblazer. Wow, those two are really good together. They're just showing me, what they're showing me is when we're on this journey, a spiritual journey, we get to a space where maybe people are not happy with our light. Maybe people don't understand where we come from. We come to a space where we shift from who we used to be to who we are today through, what we've learned, through connecting to self, through listening to our guides, our higher self, all of the things that come with that. But they're just showing me that this is where you are meant to go. Not everyone can understand your journey, your choices, but not to stop moving forward, not to allow someone to have that control or power, that you stop being self, that you stop, being who you are on this journey, stop discovering more of who you are, all of those things. They're saying just keep going, be the trailblazer, be the one who, they're showing me, how wolves travel in a pack, how the one in the front leads the path. That is what they're showing me. They're just saying to continue moving forward, even if people are not understanding who you are. They're also telling me this is your destiny. This is where you need to be going. This is where, more connection through, you could have the typical everyday 9-to-5 job, but you could still be spiritual, where you continue to move forward in your spirituality, in connecting to yourself, in being who you are in this world. So they're also saying for you to celebrate you, who you are. There's some change coming as well on this journey for you. They're showing me fives, and fives are all about change. You have the sun, beautiful, continuing to make light and seeing clarity. I'm feeling like you're going to have an aha moment of some kind. I'm not sure what that's related to. I'm feeling almost like it's related to a relationship or something that is happening in your life. You're going to see something and you're going to go, now this makes sense. Okay. 7 of Wands reversed. So, don't be afraid to go down that path, even if you don't have anyone following you. You get to create this world that you have with all that you have. You get to be creative in how to get to your destination. And then there was a pile that came out. I'm going to take them, okay? 5 of Wands. This came out reversed when I flipped it. So really coming out of the conflict. That conflict could be in your own head, or conflict in a situation, a disagreement with someone else, where you finally see some light and you have some aspects of yourself that you can walk away from this relationship if it's no longer serving you. I'm not telling you to walk away from relationships, but if it's no longer serving you and you've got some clarity that you needed to see in order to see truth, then you get to choose what you do. Knight of Wands, this is about you breaking free and taking action and moving forward into the journey that you want. Yeah, and they're telling me moving past conflict. So if this is a conflict in your mind, on you're going to get clarity and you're going to be able to move past this conflict, okay? Two of Swords reversed. So this is about you seeing clarity. This is about you taking action and making a decision. But you have to make a decision with clarity. You have to make a decision with being able to see the full picture, being open to seeing the full picture. Yeah, and then you got the Four of Wands reversed. So don't be afraid to celebrate yourself. Don't be afraid to, like I mentioned before, like, if someone is not understanding our journey, that is absolutely okay. There's a space where people don't have to understand. There's a space where are allowed to move forward in who you are, without acceptance. We often are looking for acceptance because when we were growing up, we just wanted someone to believe in us. We wanted someone to like that project. We wanted to be, whatever, right? Um, but they're just showing me that that's not who you are. You are a person that is accepting of love and from the right people. And there's an aspect here of there's some energy here of um, misunderstanding, or we have to realize when people misunderstand us, it's their view. It's we all have a story. We all have we've been through, and when someone tells us something, we interpret it how we know it to be, okay? And if someone it cannot see that with who we want to be, who we are, our light, that is their own reflection. And it's a space where this is going to start showing up more and more and more. It is the uncovering of looking at ourselves. It's like the nakedness of who we are. And we all need to see who we are. We all need to see, are we honoring ourselves? And if we are, then we can't control if someone else doesn't honor us. Taking risks to move forward, seeing things from a different perspective with clarity. Like I said, there's going to be something that comes that you're going to get that aha moment. That's looking at things from a different perspective, seeing things, and you will see that when you see things from a different perspective, when you look at things from more knowledge, better awareness, that things are going to open up even brighter for you. And the sky, they're just showing me the sky opening up, because now it's going to be like, I get it now. Moment, okay? And then you're going to be able to decipher how to where to go in your next move, where to go on the path, uh, whether that's the same path or changing something along this path for yourself, however that looks for you, okay, on your journey. But they're showing me that when you have this openness to see things differently, that you are going to be able to create what you want on the path. Wow, this flipped over. A change, definitely. Like I had mentioned, there is a change in the wind. There is something that is shifting. There is more clarity. There is going to be more celebration, okay? Don't be afraid to celebrate yourself. With this Four of Wands that came out reversed, this is about celebration. This is about, something big, but it came out reversed. So there's something stopping you from seeing yourself in that beautiful, big, big light. There's something stopping you. There's some resistance there, whether that's not honoring self. But you're going to get that clarity to know how to get to that space where you can honor yourself fully, okay? Message in the bottle came out on the reverse of that one. So watch for that clarity, that moment when you get a message or when someone says something, you go, oh, I understand now, right? However that comes through, they're not showing me how that comes through. It's obviously going to be through a thought, or someone says something. Whoa, okay. That one really flew. Six of Wands, beautiful. So the Six of Wands is all about, people finally being able to honor you. I said earlier about how some people don't understand you, and we get to choose to stay or leave, or allow, certain things without boundaries, or, have boundaries, however that looks. But they're showing me when you can get through that space and honor yourself and see yourself in the light you deserve, and that who you are, you will be celebrated, if not from the people that you had to walk away from, but from the people that are joining you on your journey to see your light and see the abilities that you have. They're just showing me that you need to be proud. And some of this, for some of you, this is about finding that long lasting love. You will be able to find it because you are in that space of honoring self, loving self enough where you can be loved wholeheartedly back. And then you have, this is the Hanged Man. It came out reversed. So don't be afraid to see things from a different perspective. Don't be afraid to slow down and look at the whole picture the way you are meant to. Take the blinders off. That could be blinders towards someone or blinders toward yourself, seeing that shadow aspect of yourself that will bring out what you need to bring out to shine bright. Okay? Wow, the clock cards are crazy. My goodness. Wisdom, higher knowledge, being in that space where you can really see yourself in a different perspective, knowing that you receive these messages, and this knowing of what the next step is, where you need to go, who you are, seeing yourself from a space that you are worthy, seeing yourself in a space that, you can be you. I'm trying to think. There's a word that needs to come in. I can't think of it right now. I have to write this down too. Okay, so that's just they're telling me like there's a space there of that imposter syndrome, um, that that can stop us from moving forward, that can stop us from seeing who we are, because we're, outside of ourselves looking for approval, or thinking that, oh my goodness, that person has what I want, but I'll never get there. There's something to do with that. This is your journey, this is your path, this is what you're meant to do here, and know that you're protected. They're telling me that you are protected, for you to, put your head down and face everything, face the storm if it's a storm, face reality in whatever aspect that is. Okay, but don't ever feel that you can't be more than what you are. We are where we're at with the knowledge we have right now, so don't ever feel that you can't be something bigger and brighter and better than what you are today. Every day we should be getting more into who we are. Every day we should be getting more into confidence, into our light, into love, into um, satisfaction, is what they're saying, into acceptance, into like all of these things. Okay, so every day is more knowledge. They're telling me there's a change, it's an end of a cycle and a change coming, change with growth. Okay, sanctuary and growth. Too funny. um yeah, they're really showing me this mask coming off, this, that you're going to start seeing things, just like the Two of Swords, right? And it came out reversed. She's got a in the Two of Swords, she always has a mask over her face. So, really seeing clear about where you're going, what you want, who you are, without judgments. People put judgments upon us all the time, and that's okay. That's their journey. Um, but it's for us to see who we are through those judgments, even if people want to. That's okay. Acceptance and love of all of it through that. But there's some growth here. There's some okay, I'm supposed to tell you mushrooms, okay? I'm not saying the psychedelic mushrooms, but mushrooms as in wealth, okay? It's like, I don't know, that's for someone specific that's going to listen to this. um, the mushrooms, I'm going to leave it at that. So that's for someone specific. Anyway, Seven of Wands. You got the Six of Wands and the Seven of Wands. These two are about standing up and being honored. Look at the people cheering you on. Look at the people on your path that are there to bring you up, lift you up, make you feel like an amazing person. But this one is mostly about victory after being lifted up. So regardless of what people think and feel, this is the path that of where you're going to find these breakthroughs and have yourself shine in the spotlight, even when there's others that don't honor you for who you are. I have had the last few years have had that journey in a big way, and I have lost a lot of people who I really care about, but they are keeping me small. They don't want me to grow, and I that's not who I am anymore. I used to be that person, but it's I can't stop my growth for other people if they don't want to grow as well, if they don't want to see their own light. And if my light makes you feel smaller, then there's an aspect that you need to see this brighter light within yourself, um, to shine bright. We all have it, and we all deserve it, no matter who we are. And if someone is trying to make you feel smaller, then there's something within that person that, please see your own light. Please see this beautiful person you are, this confidence that you need to find in yourself, to shine your light as well. This is what I do. I help people find that where they need to be on their path, what their passions are, where they need to go in life, and discover this aspect to see their own light on this journey, because we all have it, and shining it bright is what is required for a happy life. I believe that anyway. Root portal. So really, I'm not feeling to stay grounded. The root portal is about moving into higher awareness, moving upward into your higher chakras, into, discovering this space that you don't need to be in lack of, discovering this space of creativity where you can move freely in a world that doesn't always want that to happen for you, doesn't always allow that to happen for you, unless you choose it, unless you are confident enough in yourself to choose your light. Okay. Is there any more cards? There's one more, and I think that's it for today. Yeah, like it's about stability, finding that stability in your inner world, in your inner self, to know that you have a solid ground even when there's a storm. You have solid ground even when someone doesn't believe in you. You have solid ground like all the time. You are protected. You have these skills within you that you end up discovering when you need them, when you feel like, oh, I can't do something, that imposter syndrome, I can't do that. Like, look at them. It's a space where you have these abilities. You just have to find them to see your light, to see yourself in that light of something bigger, something more. Uh, I used to feel that way, and I didn't even realize it was imposter syndrome. I was like, oh, look at their gifts. Like, look at that. Like, we all and we all have to remember we all have the same gifts, but how we use them are differently. It's like, if I were to compare myself to a medium, I do mediumship. It is not my sharpest tool, okay? It is something that I am growing into. But if I look at someone and say, wow, look at their gift, I am never going to get there, or I am not that person, I won't get there. But if I aspire to sharpen my gifts, then I know that I can get there. We all can do, we all have intuition. It's stepping into it and really working on building it, and listening to our um, our intuition, and listening to all of the messages we receive. That is when it gets stronger, and then it just comes in, and you don't even have to think about it. It just happens. It is a piece of who you are. It is like, for me, the way I feel my intuition, it's my brain. It thinks before my brain. It is just that. And it's taken me years to get here. And even then, sometimes I question it once in a while. But we're human. We're human, right? We have to go through this journey. And drifter, so yeah, feeling like you're alone, most definitely. And this is a space where there's change again. They're telling me change again. This is a space where we have to allow ourselves to drift. We have to allow ourselves to discover who we are, moving to a space where, we don't know all the answers, what's next on our path, or who we are completely. We just need to drift once in a while, and to just be an allowance to discover more. If we are put ourselves in a box, then that's where we're going to live from. Okay. Adaptability. Those two cards are awesome together. But that it's like change and then a new path. Like, it's like there's going to be this big leap. And that's what they're showing me. They're showing me this shifting, this changing, this coming out of maybe something that's been difficult. And then all of a sudden, boom, because you've connected, you've had this aha moment, we get to skip. We never skip anything on our path, but we get to make leaps and bounds, okay, on our journey, is what I'm hearing. Okay, this is what I have for today. Thank you for being here. I am so grateful for each and every one of you, and I hope you have a magical day. Much love.